That is what I was saying. Never mind what she feels. Never mind whatever level of justification you may have towards feeling the way that you feel. When you're in her position, that's not going to get you anywhere. That's what I was saying. What I was saying was this educated, brilliant black woman representing over 750,000 people is engaging in verbiage and rhetoric for the streets. And that's fine when you're in the streets. How many of y'all bring the streets to the table when you're at the negotiating table trying to get a deal done? How many of you are able to think that for a second that you're able to bring street verbiage to Capitol Hill and that's going to work for you? You literally have senators and congressional figures on Capitol Hill on the side of the Republicans telling the networks, whether it's Fox News, News Nation, or anybody else, please, please, please put her front and center on camera. Why would they do that? Because they know it wins for them. And what I was saying was, I appreciate her passion, her intellect, the fact that her heart and her willingness to be courageous and all of those things are in the right place. But my God, isn't it about winning too? Ain't it about getting it done? How about positioning yourself, since Jasmine Crockett was on the record stating that we got to keep our eyes on the federal courts because the conservative federal courts are putting forth rules and regulations, policies, and fiduciary and judicial things that serve to benefit one side of our country, but not necessarily all sides. Well, wouldn't that mean that you'd want to become a judge? You are a lawyer by trade. You are licensed to practice law in Texas, Arkansas, and the federal courts. Wouldn't you be somebody that we'd want on the courts, or at least on committees, having a strong arm towards?
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there. Assume you guys were able to hear that. Let me know if you're able to hear that. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm seeing here, right? Obviously, politics is a race to the bottom, right? Everybody wants to out-ghetto each other because Trump, unfortunately, he doesn't represent the presidency in the same degree of dignity that, say, a Barack Obama did. Barack Obama, he would never say the things that Trump says. He would never behave the way Trump behaves. He was respected around the world. Trump and Obama, they contrast each other in the sense that Obama was he had dignity, but he came off as weak because the whole time Obama was in office, and I dealt with the Obama administration. It was not fun. It was really difficult to get them to even do basic things for black people, and basically the idea was he can't do anything. He can't do anything. That's what I kept hearing. I kept hearing everybody telling me how weak the president is, and the president can't do anything for black people. And that was disappointing because black people were expected to do a lot for him. And then Trump comes along, and what Trump presents is a contrast. He shows you that if a president really wants to represent his people, he actually can do that. Trump represents, maybe rich white men. You could say that those are his constituents and others, and he's representing them. He doesn't care what anybody thinks. He's standing up and fighting for what he wants. And but at the same time, he doesn't have the dignity and the grace that Obama had. And I get that, right? So he fights in the basement, and so maybe there are some people who say that if I want to compete with this guy, I got to go in the basement too, right? If he talks like a scumbag, I'm gonna talk like a scumbag too. If you can be ghetto, I can be ghetto too. And maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't I don't know. I remember when Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high. So maybe going high hasn't worked. So maybe their tactic is like, we're gonna go low too. Okay, fine. Then we have a big race to the bottom in our American political system.